Pro tip, don't overexpose your footage. You can do noise removal on dark footage, but there's nothing you can do to recover blown out, overexposed footage.
Pro tip, if it's cold outside, bring toe warmers for your friends, dummy.
Pro tip, movement can imply a feeling or gradually reveal information. If you do your best to move as smoothly as possible and shoot a little wide, you can usually stabilize your video in post-production, and it can look really good.
Pro tip, when you're shooting stunts, zoom out a little wider than you think you have to. That way, you're going to get all the action in the frame, no matter what.
Pro tip, shots in a scene are like sentences in a paragraph. Make sure each shot says something. If a shot holds for longer than it takes to verbally describe the shot, you should probably make it shorter.
Pro tip, before you call your edit final, make sure someone else watches it to critique it. That way, you're going to have the best results.
Pro tip, camera technology is always getting better. You'll probably go through lots of cameras in your lifetime. However, a good lens is good forever. Your image is only as good as the glass it's passing through.
Pro tip, always make backups of your footage. You know what you're going to regret not having in the future? It's not going to be money. Trust me, it's going to be your footage.
Pro tip, it's easier and cheaper to get good sound than it is good video. Because of this, many people consider it an afterthought. Don't. A film with good video and bad audio is much worse than a film with good audio and bad video.
Pro tip, if you suck at sound mixing, put a hard limiter on your audio. What that does is it takes all the clipping levels and brings them back into range so the speakers don't blow out. Do that.
Pro tip, read your script out loud to somebody before you commit to shooting it. You'll discover all your funky sounding lines that way. Pro tip, don't be afraid to zoom in. Mixing focal lengths will make things look much more cinematic.
Pro tip, everybody loves snacks. Before you worry about paying people and all that stuff, just get some good snacks. It makes everyone happier on set and it tastes great.
Pro tip, a good video is 10% idea and 90% execution. A simple idea done well will make for a really good video. If you really want to hone your skills, don't whip pen yet. If you really want to hone your skills, practice doing 1 or 2 minute pieces.
Pro tip, there's no shame in using tape. Make sure you bring some tape along on set in case you have any problems or things you gotta fix. Look, works great.
Pro tip, a shot list can be just as useful as a storyboard and take far less time to make.
Pro tip, we have more pro tips on Twitter.
Follow us.
Pro tip, when you're shooting stunts, shoot a little wider than you think in case you miss some of the action.